Liberation through forgiveness. October 25, 2014. What really is forgiveness? Is it the glorious release of guilt, the release of certain limitations you created? Is it the removal of one or more self-sabotaging behaviors or anything else that connects you repeatedly to the past that may have caused you to react and respond unhealthily? It is these and more. When you forgive, you are releasing any anger, timidness, fear, animosity, and discomfort from your heart in favor for the lighter emotions and feelings that stem from joy, peace, love and compassion. When you forgive, you are not only forgiving the person who has hurt you in any way, you are forgiving yourself. In order for your feelings to be hurt, you had to allow this other person to take some of your own personal power away. When you forgive the entire incident, you and this other person, you are regaining your personal power, and this past situation will no longer have any painful hold over you. You will be able to look back on it at a later time and feel no pain, no anger, just gratitude that it is over, and thankful for the lessons it provided for your continual growth and development. Of course, you can choose to tread in the negativity of holding on to a grudge to the person who has wronged you, but it is so much nicer to live a life that is devoid of emotional and mental pain. We understand that total forgiveness can be a difficult feat to accomplish because you can't truly forgive until you are ready to let go of the incident or past event, until you have had enough living in the pain of the past. Then you can forgive by accepting any role you had, and releasing your pain, fear, and resentment you have been carrying towards this person and situation, without being emotionally attached any longer, but seeing with clarity to God. Once you hand over these attachments to God, what you have done is made room to receive God's unfailing love and light, to fill the space that was once occupied by negativity regarding a past situation with another person. Even if you have had numerous encounters with the same individual, it is apparent to forgive them for all wrongdoings, and to forgive yourself for allowing the situation to transpire, and for allowing yourself to feel as you did, and for allowing those feelings to manifest to the point of pain for however long they were permitted to remain. Forgiveness always has been a two-way street, not simply one-sided. There are many benefits to practicing forgiveness on a daily basis. Every day, sometimes without knowing, you attach yourself to decisions, people, things, etc. that may not be the best, but at the time appear to be okay. Or you might converse with another person about many things, and even though they may not appear to be affected by anything you have said, doesn't mean they weren't. This is why, dear ones, it's important to also forgive even the unknown harm that may have been caused. Just because a person did not react or respond outwardly doesn't mean they were not harmed, even the slightest. Beginning the practice of forgiveness may very well be the best and healthiest decision you may make in this lifetime, one that you are willing to employ often, not just when your feelings are hurt. It is no secret that forgiveness has lent a helping hand to improving emotional, psychological, and physical health. When you forgive, you are permitting peace to re-enter your entire being, where hate and anger once lived. Love is able to truly and purely come forth from your generous heart to heal yourself and turn this love-filled healing towards others through your freshly restored, kindly actions, words, thoughts, actions, choices, and your intentions. Many people underestimate the power of forgiveness, condemning it as a waste of time, which is because they fear what is truly underneath their negative feelings. Sometimes, dear ones, facing certain truths is frightening, but also very liberating once you take that courageous step to look into a past event and free yourself from it. Sometimes the act of forgiveness may take longer for some people, as it truly depends on their readiness to cut the umbilical cord, the negative emotion that has connected them to the person or situation. The dear souls that don't forgive easily are commonly prone to having issues surrounding their physical heart. Negative feelings and emotions create unnecessary stress upon your physical heart. The sooner you forgive, the better you will feel. Your immunity will improve, as well as your ability to interact socially with others. The little corner of the world, which you call home, becomes a less hostile place. You can build the skill of forgiveness from daily practice, and each time be rewarded with feelings of liberation and lightness. By incorporating certain choices that are of the highest of good, that include gratitude, then forgiveness becomes part of your personality. Forgiveness is not just something you do when someone has thrown a few insults your way. Forgiveness is a way of deep inner healing. It is often found through gratitude and is one of the main deliverers of peace, understanding and love. To improve your ability to forgive, it is vital to make room in your day for some deep breathing exercises where you breathe in fresh, invigorating thoughts and feelings, and exhale any resentments or animosity you have been holding on to. If you are good at visualizing, then envision a tight knot, twisted and knotted many times. As you inhale and exhale, the knot becomes a little looser and eventually the knot is completely free. Then you envision what is left of the knot dissolving into nothingness, while you are feeling lighter and liberated. Remember, when you forgive someone or an event of the past, you are not necessarily asking for a reconciliation, nor are you condoning the other person's actions. What you are doing is letting go of the emotional attachment that has led to your own prolonged suffering. If you are unable to forgive someone face to face, then you can still forgive them through prayer, as you release to God, accepting your part of the situation no matter how minor it was. Or you can write what is called a letter of forgiveness. Writing is one of the best ways to release pent-up anger and other feelings that is not harmful to anyone, or yourself. What you write is why you are feeling the way you do, addressing the situation for what it truly was, without any emotional attachment. Forgiving them for their actions, words, and choices, and forgiving yourself for the same. For those that have preferred to write letters of forgiveness, they have been able to admit the liberating feeling that soon comes after the letter is done. Sometimes, though, the feeling of freedom and liberation comes with tears as you are finally saying goodbye to a part of your past that was painful, a past that you couldn't let go of until now. If for some reason you don't want to mail the letter of forgiveness, then burn it, and as you burn the letter, envision your deep, dark and negative feelings are burning away with the paper as well. Writing forgiveness notes on a daily basis is a good way to keep your perception clear and less attached to events that have recently happened. Plain and simple, there are people who are just insensitive. They have little care or concern of their actions and words towards others, and have a tendency to be abusive with their candor, lack sincerity with their actions, feelings and thoughts, which gives way to ill-made choices. Rise above such individuals. Don't allow their negativity to rob you of your personal power and good-naturedness. Find a way to remove yourself from their company and be thankful for the experience. In silence you can forgive them for their ways and commend yourself for choosing uncontaminated freedom from their inconsiderate behavior. Why is it so important to forgive yourself? Well, dear ones, the answer is quite simple. Each of you are filled with different perfections and imperfections, and one of them is how quickly you can get over things, or how long you mull things over in your head. When you are forgiving someone, you are demonstrating an act of mercy, and don't you think you deserve the same act of mercy? Don't you think you as well deserve understanding, compassion, love and respect? Don't wait for others to give these things to you. Give them to yourself. Even though forgiveness is the removal of guilt and the letting go of the attachment to negative emotions pertaining to certain people and certain events, it is also a precious and divine gift given to each of you to give to yourself. It is the gift of liberating freedom from the pain and torment of holding on to memories, to past events, situations, and people, and reveling in personal safety, peace, happiness and the positive side of life. We encourage you to make forgiveness an essential part of your day. When you do, you'll be glad you did. I am Elohim Master Arcturus through Julie Miller. SpiritualNetworks.com